So my journey in the world of sound engineering began with my love of art and science. So I love technology, I love science, I love art, and sound engineering just made sense because it combines all of those things together. And how I got into sound engineering, into studying sound engineering, I wanted to do cinematography to start off with, but then I eventually ended up studying sound. And from there, it was the best decision I could have made in my life. I've been happy ever since I started doing it. I would do this for free if I had to. And that's how I decided, like, this is exactly what I want to do. It's like, would you do this for free? And I was like, yes, I would. I would. It makes me happy. It brings me joy. And also, while I was studying, I found something called psychoacoustics, and that is what gave me that passion for sound. And I was like, yes, I'm interested in this. I want to continue pursuing this, and this is something that I would do whether I'm getting paid to do it or if I'm doing it for free. What inspired me to pursue a career in sound engineering was my love for art and science, so music specifically. So I love how sound affects us physically and emotionally. I love the fact that it can change the way you feel. It affects the way you feel, your emotions, especially when it comes to movies. If you watch a movie in silence, you don't feel anything. But when you watch a movie with the sound on, it evokes specific emotions within you. And in theater as well, when the sound effects are a part of the theater production, it evokes certain emotions. So one of the things that I absolutely love about sound is how it affects human emotions. As a young person, I believe that I was born into a world of technology. And while I was studying sound, we learned a lot about analog technology. And right now, we use a lot of digital technology. So we have more of an advantage as the youth in terms of technology, because with the new and latest sound equipment, it is more digital than what used to be used. So I am more inclined to using digital things than analog things, even though I need to have that basic knowledge of analog technology so that I can incorporate it within the digital technology that we currently use. Some of the challenges that I have faced as a young sound engineer and getting my foot into the door was getting that access, that first step into the industry, because qualification is great on paper, but experience is the most important thing within our industry. So it was just getting that experience and getting that opportunity. But luckily for me, the Market Theatre had a program in which they had incubatees with mentors and mentees. And that is how I began my journey as a young sound engineer. And I've grown from there ever since. With the rapid advancement of technology within the field of sound engineering, we as sound engineers and sound technicians constantly have to teach ourselves about the new equipment and new software and new technology that we use within our field. So it's an ever-evolving field, and you don't stop learning. I always tell myself that a day gone by without learning something new is a day wasted. So one thing I like to push within my workspace is I need to learn something new every day. So it's just that thing of constantly teaching yourself new things and constantly staying on top of your game with the new technology and the new equipment that is constantly coming out in the field of sound. As a professional young sound engineer, I balance my personal life and my work life by being able to separate the two. So when I'm at work, I'm completely focused on my job, and that's my number one goal and my number one commitment. But I need to have that balance of work and home because I'm also a parent. So when I am at home, my other job is to be a mother. Some of the key lessons that I have learned is to never stop learning. It's an ever-evolving industry. New technology is constantly coming out, And if you have this thing of, I know everything, there's a saying that says, only a fool knows everything. So you need to be very open-minded, and you need to be willing to constantly learn how to do things and to not be stagnant with the way you do things. Be open to working in different environments and working in with different methods. So some advice that I would give young people who are in this industry is to constantly be open to learning and to not stop evolving within your career, because new things come out all the time. You work with different people all the time who have different ways of working. So just be open to how the different people that you will be working with work, and be willing to learn how to do things in a different manner than what you are used to. In light of Youth Month, I would like to share a message to young South Africans who are pursuing a career in this industry, that you need to love what you're doing. A quote that we had where I studied was, do what you love so you never have to work a day in your life. And that's something that kept me going. I was pushed to do a career that I did not necessarily love, and I forced to become a sound engineer. And it was that thing of, now I need to show my family, my parents, that listen, this is gonna work out, this is gonna work out. And it's one of those things you really need to be dedicated and passionate about, because if you do not have that dedication and if you do not have that passion, you will not succeed within this career. You will give up easily, because it gets very tough. It gets very tough, and it needs you to have that passion, that drive, that dedication. And honestly speaking, myself, I would hate to work with someone who's not driven within this industry, because also a lot of the people that you work with, we are willing to work for free. So it's something like that. You don't pursue this career chasing money. You pursue it because you want to do something that you love. You're pursuing a passion. A lot of the people we work with are passionate about what we do. We love what we do. So I wouldn't encourage you to do this if you don't love it. I would definitely encourage you to do it if you do love it. As tough as it may be to get into the industry and to stay in the industry, it is very possible to be successful and to come out on top within the careers that we are involved in.